System requirements. In this video, we'll review the system requirements associated with Ubuntu Server. That's for the Hardy Heron build, originally released in April of 2008 and updated in July of that year. The requirements I'm about to list may seem trivial until you realize the number of server installations being created today on virtual machines. If your boss tells you to configure 32 virtual machines on a single physical server, 8 gigabytes of RAM no longer seems like so much memory. The published minimum hardware requirement for the installation of Ubuntu Server in text mode is just 32 megabytes. But I find in practice, I need at least 64 megabytes. Yes, more is required for the actual operating system. I prefer systems with at least 128 megabytes for a minimal installation of Ubuntu Server. But that does not account for the demands of any services, and it's certainly low for if you choose to install a graphical user interface. Be aware, for virtual machines on a physical host, you'll need to add RAM for every virtual machine you install on that physical host. So if you're configuring Ubuntu Server on a physical system as a virtual machine host, remember to add the RAM required as well as the hard drive space required for all of the virtual machines. And as for hard drive space, a good general guideline is to have 4 gigabytes of space available for each virtual machine guest. There are specialized builds of Ubuntu Linux Server, such as what's called Ubuntu Juice, or JEOS, that's short for Just Enough Operating System. That installation can easily fit in a hard drive of less than a gigabyte. For this course, I've created Ubuntu Server systems, both on a VMware server machine, as well as on a regular physical server. Available from www.vmware.com, VMware Server is, in my opinion, the best option for practicing and learning about various Linux operating systems, including Ubuntu Server. It supports the relatively easy installation of various operating systems in various formats and is easily installable on different Linux distributions as well as on Microsoft Windows. It supports snapshots. If I change too many things and can't remember what I did, I can easily restore the original configuration through the snapshot. Of course, there are alternatives. Parallels was originally designed for the Macintosh operating system. Yes, it's also available for Windows and is also now available from the Ubuntu Partner Repository. We'll get to that in another video. KVM. That's the kernel-based virtual machine on Linux, which is available to you if you have hardware which supports full virtualization. Sun also has an alternative called VirtualBox, and their open source edition is available from the Ubuntu Universe repository. You'll find that it's functionally similar to VMware Server. Thanks, and on to the main tutorials.